What up, beautiful people? For Haley's here. So 3 simple steps on how to be a high value woman. Now, for a lot of y'all women, I feel like this is really important. You guys should take these tips and tools to help you along your journey of self-love, on being the highest, best version of yourself so that you can attract what's truly meant for you and you can attract greater things instead of settling for things that no longer serve you. So the first step on being a high value woman is you're not always accessible. You're not always available, meaning that you don't put your dreams or goals or priorities on hold because you want to go to the club, or you don't put your goals or your priorities on hold because you want to go chill with your friends, or you want to jump on the bandwagon, follow the crowd, doing what everybody else is doing. No, we don't do that. We put our goals first. We put our dreams first. I distance myself from so many people just so I can find myself again, just so I can know who I am. And I had to get my life together. I had to get my mental health check. And I feel more positive. I feel more confident. I'm in a better headspace. I'm doing what I want to do with my life without the negative opinions, without the outside voices. And, I also got in touch with my spirituality. So don't put your goals on hold because you want to catch up with friends and family. You can always catch up, but if you know you gotta record a podcast, if you know you gotta go to the gym for 2 hours, or whatever it is that you're trying to obtain, always realize that your goals, your priorities come first. Don't let nothing break that, because if you start making excuses, you start making more delays, then everything that you're working for is gonna slowly start to crumble. If you're too available, you're showing signs that you're a pick-me sis. You don't want people to think that, if I invite her, she's always going to be out because, she doesn't have a life. She doesn't have nothing going on for herself. You want to show yourself, not other people, but you want to prove to yourself that you have a life. You got things to do. You're important. You're valued. You got goals. You got dreams. And it's bigger than whatever events you're getting invited to, whatever it is that your friends, your family is trying to distract you from. Just know, being a high valued woman, you really putting yourself, your priorities first, and nothing can overcome that. So instead of filling up voids by being around other people, you fill up the void by spending time with yourself. You're not always accessible because you're working on you, you're loving yourself, you're bettering yourself, you're going to the gym, you're reading, you're listening to podcasts, you're tapping into your spirituality, whatever it is, especially if it's something today that's gonna benefit you tomorrow. You rather do that than go spending time with people. You rather do that than go spending time with people for unnecessary things. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that you can't spend time with your loved ones, but what I'm saying is that it's about priorities. It's about your mindset. If you change your altitude, if you change your attitude, you change your altitude. If you put what's important for you first, and then everything else comes second or third, then you're leveling up. And that's what being a high value woman is. You're not always accessible to things that it's not gonna better you in the long run. What you're focusing on is things that is gonna help you long term. When you're a high value woman, you're saying no to a lot of things because you're saying yes to yourself. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. And this ain't easy. This is not for the weak. This is not for everybody. But when you have a vision, or when you are in your self-love journey, you're self-developing, you're doing what's best for you, this comes with the territory. You're going to have people that's going to try to distract you. You're going to have people that's going to try to tell you, come out with us, come chill with us, come spend time with us, try to distract you from your purpose. But that's what being a high value person is all about. You're saying no to a lot of things that it's not going to benefit you. So you're just focusing on you. Number 2, being a high value woman is you have high standards and you enforce boundaries. Now, for a lot of y'all who's just coming out of toxic relationships or friendships or connections or failed, stagnant situationships, you want someone that's going to want to match your energy. And if you want someone that's going to come correctly, match your energy, understand the assignment, you want to be in a position where everything that you're requiring of this person, you already are the whole package. So you are going to have high standards, meaning that you're not going to settle for less. You're not going to be around people that's going to give you on and off toxic, stagnant energy. You are what you're requiring about others. So you set the tone. You're here. You're chasing your goals. You're a go-getter. You're ambitious. You're probably working out. You're a good parent. You're focusing on you. You're reading more books. You have a high IQ, whatever it is. You're not going to entertain things that no longer serve you. You're not going to entertain people that doesn't even meet the requirements. And this goes for friendships too. This is not just relationships. You don't want friends that low-key hate on you, that are jealous of you. They're angry at the world. You don't want those type of people. You want good energy around you. So you set the tone. You want high valued people around you, because that's going to push you more to being the best version of yourself. Like I always said, the people that you hang around with or you surround yourself with, they are a reflection of you. If you're hanging around broke people, lazy people, people that are making excuses, then you're going to be one of those people. But if you're surrounding yourself with people that are knowledgeable, that are motivated, that are inspiring, then you're going to be one of those. You're going to be just like them. You're going to fall into that category. So you set the tone in your circle, in your relationships. Another thing is, you also got to set boundaries. Like I say, you could be cool with people, you could love people, but not everybody needs to have access to you. Not everybody needs to know your business. Listen, I have friends and I be around them, but does that mean that they got to know 24/7 of my life? No, they don't. They don't need to know your doctor's name. They don't need to know your school teacher's name. Like, they do not need to know every single type of access. They don't need to know what supermarket you go to, what grocery store. Like, you got to set boundaries. You got to implement them, because people around you, they are very, very nosy. They want to know your every move. They want to know your every step. Make sure that you have privacy for yourself. Make sure that when you hang around with people and you invite them to your house and you be like, listen, 6 o'clock, you got to go home because I got stuff to do. They respect that. You got to make sure that people that you invite over or you're hanging out with, they know when to leave. They know when it's time for you to go about your day, when it's time for you to move on. Like, I can't stand when I invite people over and they don't know when to leave. Like, if they be like, oh, I'm going to stay for 20 minutes, but they stay for 2 hours, make sure they know when to leave. That way you don't have to kick them out. You don't want people all in your space 24/7, having so much access towards you. You don't want people delaying you from your goals, delaying you from your purpose, making you tired, making you lazy. You don't want people to disrupt your path, because that's what's going to happen. You're always going to have people that's going to try to disrupt whatever you got going on for yourself. Number 3, being a high value woman, is that you have this aura where it's very welcoming. It's very addicting, because you have a very warm, gentle soul. Especially when you're a high value woman, does not mean you have to walk around with an attitude, acting so stuck up, acting like you're the baddest thing in the world, acting like you're better than everyone else. Like, I can't stand females who do this. There's so many females that's already trying to tear us down. Why can't there be good females, pretty inside, pretty outside, that encourages us and uplifts one another? But you don't want to be that woman that you have these high standards, you have these boundaries, you're high valued, but you have a disgusting attitude. You have an ugly personality, an ugly soul. Now, I've met so many females like this. It's so crazy. But you want to be that woman that has this good aura, this good vibe, where people want to be around you. They want to learn from you. They're probably inspired by you. They want to come to you for any advice. Like, people just want to be around you because of the vibe that you give off. You have this warm, welcoming, gentle soul. You're not stuck up. You're not all in your head. Like, that's what a high value woman is. She truly, truly loves herself. When you truly, truly love yourself, it does affect the people around you. It does affect how you treat others. If you have empathy, sympathy for other people, you're showing genuinely kind. These are people that they really, really love your aura, because they're very kind. And not a lot of people is kind. You see so many stuck up females on social media and they're being glorified, and that's not really the case. That's not someone you want to be. Be kind always, be respectful, because you never know what someone else is going through. You want to have a good energy that people are addicted to your vibe. Like, they always want to see you win. People are genuinely supporting you, pushing you to do your best. And that's really all that matters. When you truly, truly love yourself, you working on yourself, you bettering yourself, it does show how it affects others. It shows how you treat people. It shows how you go about your life, how you go about your business, how you are as a parent. That all falls into the self-love category. How you treat yourself is also a reflection on how you're going to treat other people. You have a safe space where they could talk to you, where they can ask you questions, where they can learn from you, and not in a creepy, negative, toxic way, but more in a positive, influential way. You want to influence others. You want to help, encourage, make an impact in your community, in your friendship, in your circle, in your family. That's what I'm talking about. And the reason why I say this is because there's people out here that they let their looks go right through their head. You know, they think that they can treat people any kind of way. And that's not something I would ever encourage my supporters. So just letting you know, ladies, you are a high valued woman. Just practice these steps, these tips and tools. This will really help you along your self-love journey. And remember, the best love is self-love. Keep on developing into the person you're meant to be, into the highest, best version of yourself. And that is it. So if you like more content like this, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back for more videos.